Sam LOGUE for Green Bull Boxing. Absolutely an honour to be joined by Alex Arthur here. Alex, first of all, just thanks very much for giving a bit of your time. You're a legend of the game, to be fair to you, and yeah, just appreciate your time. But we're at the Feile Festival here. Unbelievable night of fights. Unbelievable atmosphere. Literally just talk to me about the night.
Do you know what? There's actually nowhere like it. Belfast. When Belfast puts on a fight night, it blows everything else out the water. I've fought everywhere, all around the world. In this place, there's nowhere like it. I wish I'd have fought here.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have fought here, yeah.
Yeah, would have been unbelievable, right? And especially with that kind of Celtic heritage as well, you still would have got that support for sure. But like, just talk to me about the fights tonight. Like, who stood out to you? What fights were particularly entertaining to you, or who caught your eye?
Well, especially with my Dublin accent, you know. If I came up here talking like this, you know, they'd love me even more. They'd love me even more, you know. So, yeah, I think, no, seriously.
Straight out of talent is that, fucking hell.
So, no, seriously, every fight was brilliant because of the spectacle of the event. Obviously, I was supporting Lee McGregor, Scotsman. Lee McGregor was in a tough fight tonight, way tougher than what we expected. Yeah. We didn't expect him to get dropped and have such a hard time. But, you know, Tyrone McKenna used his boxing skills on occasion, which is rare.
Yeah.
And he was fighting a Mexican as well. He normally just goes to war with anyone. But he used some skills tonight. It's clear that him and Pete Taylor have been working quite hard in the gym. And that was really good to see. But, of course, Mick Conlan, he stood out a little bit. He always does.
Yeah.
World amateur champion, European champion, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, robbed at an Olympic spot. The guy can bag and sell talent if he wants it, you know, he's unbelievable. And he looked brilliant in spells tonight. He was a lot better when he was attacking. When he was on the offence, I thought he looked better personally.
Yeah.
I love when he goes to the body and he keeps a high volume. It's great to watch, but overall, outstanding stuff.
Yeah. Unbelievable stuff. We'll touch on Lee McGregor, because obviously a compatriot of yours. Lee is only 10-0, 11-0 now tonight, but already European champion. Yeah. Really looks like he has the makings of a world champion, especially with a trainer who's on the rise like Ben Davison in his corner as well.
Of course, yeah.
Dropped tonight in the second round, but came back and stopped his man in the fourth. Yeah, just go through that for me, and how was the performance for you?
Well, tactically, he adapted eventually. For me personally, I'm quite sure Ben Davison probably thinks the same as me. He never got his jab working early enough in the contest. And against a southpaw, you need to get your jab working early. You need to beat them to the jab and stop their rhythm. Southpaws are rhythmic boxers. They like to get in a flow, and then they like to control the tempo of the contest. Lee walked towards his opponent tonight with his hands round his head, hoping that his size and power is just going to blow everyone out. It's not going to work like that. Yeah. You know, he's got to use his attributes. He's a very good boxer. He's got a great jab. He's a talented boxer. He just needs to understand that you can't mow everyone over. Yeah. You know, some guys are going to fight back. They're going to be a tough night. So he's got to use his jab, put his combinations together a little bit better. Just understand that he's not going to walk over everyone. You know, that's basically it. He'll take a lot away from that tonight, though.
Yeah. Like, use a little bit more finesse and kind of maybe feint his way in, a little bit more trickery. Like,
of course, exactly that. Yeah, for sure.
100%. So the main event, if we just go in a little bit more detail, if you don't mind, it was a very good fight. It did look like Mick, to be fair, and I probably should be quite unbiased, but it looked like Mick was kind of in control for the most part. Very evasive, very good evasive skills, and then he seemed to be just very good variety on the offence and picking his shots well. What did you make of it?
Well, you're no far away from that, and you're not being biased at all. Yeah. Mick, for me, controlled the bout. I wasn't too sure if he was going to stay southpaw throughout, because obviously TJ is southpaw, but he out southpawed a good southpaw. What does that tell you about his talent and his ability? Yeah. Even the fact that, you know, he was able to switch up his tactics as well. He went from aggressive front foot brawler to a slick, you know, he was trying cross-arm defence, lots of head movement, stuff he's probably been working with Adam in the gym with for a while. So it was all, you can see it all coming together now. In my personal opinion, you see it all coming together, and I think there's way more to come from Mick Conlan, way more. I think he's going to get better and better, I believe.
Yeah, I believe too. There has been some criticism that perhaps he doesn't carry enough power going up to them really high levels, at the very top level. Now, TJ, to be fair, is a former world champion of about 2 fights ago at super bantamweight, and is a unit, and even at featherweight there, at 124 that the fight was made, did absolutely not look out of place. But is that something you buy into? Is that something that you maybe agree with, or how do you assess that situation? Does Mick have the power as he goes up the levels?
Well, he's got so many other attributes
Okay.
That he doesn't really need that. You know, Wayne McCulloch never had that one punch power.
Yeah.
And look what he achieved. Look how great a fighter he was. Mick doesn't need that one hit power. He's got so many other attributes that he has in his arsenal that he can use. He's a fantastic pressure boxer.
Yeah.
When he puts it on you and he works to the body, he'll chop you down. He'll chop the best of guys down working like that.
Yeah.
If he chooses to go on the back foot, he'll box your ears off. He's a world amateur champion.
Yeah.
You know, so he's got so many attributes. I don't think Mick's ever going to bang anyone over with one big shot. I don't think it's his style. But can he wear down the top guys and get them out of there? Yeah, I believe he can.
Yeah. There are some concerns about the weight, obviously.
Yeah.
Talking about making super bantamweight, but very much struggling to make the weight. What do you think, just in your personal opinion, and you would have probably had at times some struggles with weight as well? I mean, you moved through three weight classes.
Terrible times. You know, he's a big guy. Mick's a big lad, man, and he's not getting any younger. And as you get older, you develop different kinds of muscle tissues, and you just develop as a man as well. You get a bit, you know, it's harder to lose the weight as well.
Yeah.
So much harder. You know, and he is getting to that age now where featherweight would be more comfortable for him. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Yeah.
Will he take the opportunity if he has to go down to super bantamweight to capture a full world title? Yeah, he probably will. Should he hang around down there and try and maintain that? No, I don't think he should.
Yeah. Could it, in your expert opinion, could it be a bit of a risk though to go down for one fight? I mean, it seems to be that he's struggling to get to that weight. Is it risky against guys who are very comfortable at 122 to go down and think that you can just be kind of the bigger guy? Are you susceptible to the body? You know what I mean? Is it a risk in terms of physically draining to get to that fight, to get to that weight?
Well, you know your stuff, don't you? You've just told me. You know, no,
I need your opinion, Alex. Come on.
You're 100%. You're 100% right.
You know
You're
what I mean?
100% right. And you know, I can't actually add to that, so which is brilliant. But no, certainly, I still do believe that if the opportunity arises, he will take it. Though,
He'll take it.
That's what fighters are like, aren't we? That's the kind of stuff we do.
Yeah.
You know, okay, we'll get down that one more time. We've all made that weight one too many times, and sometimes there's no coming back from it.
Yeah.
So you got to be very careful that you don't make it that time that you can't come back from. Yeah.
And for Mick, do you think the opponent then is very important? Do you think it's like if he's gonna drop and really kind of, I suppose, almost not kill himself, but you know what I mean, like really struggle to get to that 122 weight class for a world title? Should it depend on the opponent? Should it be a very stylistically favourable? Do you think they should be tactical about it, because it is a risk?
It's a massive risk, but again, I have to go back to what I said earlier. He's so adaptable. He's unbelievably adaptable, this kid. And he's like a chameleon. He can turn into whatever he wants.
Yeah.
You know, so I really don't think the opponent will matter that much. I think what will matter is the tactics that him and Adam use to approach that particular contest.
Yeah.
And that's when you'll get to the point that you realise how good Michael Conlan is.
Yeah.
And he's a world-class fighter.
Yeah, definitely. And do you know what? I think that was on show tonight as well. Like we said, the control, the ability to switch. I mean, he just has so much in his arsenal that a lot of guys don't have. And it's kind of overlooked things like stability and posture and his kind of shape. You know, he's never really out of shape, or he's, you know what I mean, very stable.
Yeah.
Good technique. It's
always in a position to punch as well.
Exactly.
He's always in a position to throw a punch, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, he's so well taught as well. His dad's a good coach. He was in one of the best amateur setups in the world. You know, we know that. We were talking to Carl Frampton about that earlier. Success breeds success. You guys just keep churning them through, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's going to continue as well. It's brilliant stuff. Irish boxing's thriving.
Yeah, 100%. Quick word on the Olympics. Have you been paying a lot of attention?
Man, of course. I commentated on all the trials.
Unreal.
So I was at one point supposed to be going to Tokyo, which was really disappointing because of the COVID numbers and stuff. We never went in the end. But I've watched it all. Massive Kelly Harrington fan.
Yeah.
Kelly's my pal. I speak to her often. I've been keeping in touch with the guys out there, and GB were great as well.
Yeah.
Or England. There was no Scots there, sadly. So we'll call them England.
Yeah.
One Welsh girl who's obviously in the final as well.
Yep.
But Ireland have just been amazing again. Massive shout out to Bernard Dunn, who's like a brother to me. We're very close.
Really?
We've been friends since we were kids.
Wow.
That's probably why I can do the accent so well.
There you go.
Because of that old fart.
It's a Clondalkin accent then, not
There it
a...
is now. It's a posh Dublin accent now. So I keep in touch with Bernard, keep in touch with all the guys, and
Amazing.
they've just done amazing, man. I'm so proud of them all.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
Alex, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really
Anytime, man.
appreciate that.